Hello, my lady. Good morning. We're going to talk about the sun. Albert Einstein loved to do thought towards outside of this earth. He assumed that, let's call it regulations. We are regulated. If we was to jump off the top of a roof, we have to fall due to a regulation. You see, gravity has to stay with us. Therefore, if we fall, we are in a dilemma that gravity is going to take us down fast. He began to think of the sun. He said to himself, more or less speaking, of course, we can build a bunch of heat here on this earth. You see, he knew the sun had to be hot because it's billions and billions and billions of miles away. Suppose that's what they have been able to calculate. Okay? He says, I know how to build a bomb. We just need to have a bunch of different reactions go on in order to build that heat. He says, I wonder what kind of reactions are going on in the sun to build heat. He couldn't think of it because he has a regulation of his own. We cannot get outside of the earth too far. You see, my lady, we look up at the sun. It's billions and billions and billions of miles away. And he put thought on how to create a sun using our own chemicals. He said to himself, it is difficult for me to come up with an hypothesis since I have no clue. The information that we have around us outside is enough for anyone to have a conclusion that there is dang well a one true God out there. You yourself gave out the warning through Moses, saying, there shall be no other gods before I. We are telling these people, and we are showing these people on a daily basis that there is a God. One thing Satanists have in common is that they do not believe that there is another side over there that's waiting on them. However, they believe that the good feelings that they get through doing evil to good people makes them hot. They choose, they choose, they choose not to think about where these feelings come from, how our body is able to create it. Do you know who they is? They is I. They is you. And whenever I'm talking about that, how in the world can we even talk of the sun? It is billions and billions and billions of miles away. However, it heats us during a part of the year, and however, it lets us get cold in part of the year. How in the heck is this happening? I'll tell you how the heck it's happening right now. The ones whose pupils they're looking at coldness that they have been able to create through sin. There you go. There's the fall and winter, part of the spring. Now, what is these pupils looking at for the heat? He's looking at all the sin that he has created and how it is burning up everywhere that it has been thrown to. Thrown to is kind of wrong to say. To wherever the sin is at, where he is at, that's where it heats up. So let me explain something to you real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want you to think of two different scenarios. One, we're going to figure out how this sun and earth is created by using our own chemicals here. Okay? This sun, which is a billions and billions and billions of miles away, is able to heat our planet during parts of the year, and then it lets our planet get cold during other parts of the year. It has flames on it. We are going to have a problem explaining the flames. But the problem that we don't have is that there is a bunch of reactions going on that we think may be being used here on the earth. That is about all I've got. Okay, now check out this other scenario, everybody. There is two pupils here. One is the sun, the other is the moon. This sun that on that side of the pupil looks outside of himself at all the sin that he has created. And he is seeing that what he has created is burning up everything that people are doing on the outside of him. The reason why it is cold is because during that time of the year, that he himself is creating the sin. Everybody, think about who our first family was. Think about Joan of Arc. Think about how those animals were somehow able just to get one male and one female of each species in a boat. I'm telling you, go get a bald eagle at the top of that tree over there, everybody, and tell the female to come with it. Listen up. You believe in different things that have happened, but do you believe that someone can create this sun? And these things I am saying as a way to wake some people up. Amen.